Hello and welcome to GP Podcast. Today, we're going to peer into the digital looking glass and learn how to talk to the ghost in the machine. Let's just dive right in. We're talking about prompt engineering, which is really all about learning a new language. And no, I don't mean Spanish or French. I mean the language of a powerful new intelligence that has quietly moved from the pages of science fiction right into our daily lives. And this quote it brilliantly illustrates the point, doesn't it? Artificial intelligence is no longer some far-off, distant concept. It's a real tool sitting right here on our desktops, in our pockets, and it's offering us this incredible power to create, to innovate, and to solve problems in ways we could have only dreamed of just a few years ago. So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start by grounding ourselves in the reality of what AI is right now, and then we'll learn how to actually speak its language. From there, we'll get into the art of the prompt, check out some free tools you can use, talk about navigating the risks, and finally, look at how you can engineer your own future with this brand new skill. Okay, first things first. Before we can have a really meaningful conversation with this new intelligence, we need to understand exactly what it is we're talking to. So let's break down the landscape a little bit. So at the very highest level, we have artificial intelligence, or AI. You can think of this as the entire universe of creating intelligent machines. Systems that can learn and reason and make decisions a lot like we do. Now, inside that universe is machine learning. This is really the engine that powers most of the AI you see today. See, instead of being told exactly what to do step by step, these systems learn directly from massive amounts of data, spotting patterns and improving themselves over time. And that brings us to the star of our show today, generative AI. This is a special type of AI that doesn't just analyze data, it actually creates something totally new. It can write a poem, it can design an image, it can even compose music, all based on the patterns it's learned. This is the AI we can finally talk to. So now that we know what we're talking to, let's get into the specifics of the language we need to communicate with these incredible generative systems. The brain that we're interacting with is usually a large language model, or an LLM. Think of things like ChatGPT or Gemini. They've been trained on just an unfathomable amount of text from the internet. They're not truly thinking. They're more like incredibly sophisticated pattern matchers, predicting the next most likely word in a sentence to create that human-like text. Which, of course, leads to the most important question. How do we actually communicate our ideas to them? How do we get them to write that email or generate that image or debug that piece of code for us? Well, the answer is the prompt. It's the simplest and, honestly, the most fundamental piece of this whole puzzle. A prompt is just any input you give the AI. It could be a question, a command, or even just a bit of text you want it to finish. It's our half of the conversation. And this quote, well, it gets right to the heart of it. The quality of what you get out of an AI is 100% dependent on the quality of what you put in. If you give it a vague prompt, you are almost always going to get a vague, unhelpful response back. This is where we make the shift from just talking at the machine to truly communicating with it. Mastering the art of the prompt is the absolute key to unlocking the full power of AI. And the best part? It's a practical, learnable skill. And that skill is called prompt engineering. It's really both an art and a science. It's all about carefully crafting your instructions to guide the AI model toward the exact output you're looking for, making your requests high quality, relevant, and actually useful. And hey, this isn't just guesswork. There are actual established techniques. Think of these as tools in your toolkit. You can use specific keywords to focus the AI, create templates for tasks you do all the time, expand on a simple idea to get a detailed request, or even combine different prompts to solve really complex problems. So the most important point is this. You can start improving your prompts right now. Always start by clearly defining your goal. Give the AI context. Who's the audience? What's the tone? Be incredibly specific. If you can, give it an example of what you want. And probably the most important tip, test and iterate. Your first prompt is rarely going to be your best one. All right, theory is great, but practice is where the magic happens. Let's look at a few free and really powerful tools where you can start sharpening your prompt engineering skills today. For anything visual, you've got to check out DALL-E 2. You can describe pretty much any scene you can imagine, from an astronaut riding a horse in a photorealistic style to a stained glass window of a cat, and boom, it will generate it for you. It is an amazing playground for visual prompting. Now, if you're a writer or a marketer, you might want to check out a tool like Copy.ai. It's designed specifically for generating marketing copy. You can use it to brainstorm blog post ideas, write social media captions, you can even draft ad copy. It can save you hours of work. And it's not just text and images either. Tools like Lumen 5 show just how far AI can go, even tackling video. You can feed it a blog post or a transcript, and it will analyze the text to automatically create a whole matching video, complete with stock footage and music. It's pretty wild. Now, with all this incredible power, it is absolutely essential that we pause and talk about responsibility. This technology isn't without its shadows, and understanding the risks is just as important as enjoying the rewards. As you can see here, the challenges are significant, and we have to be aware of them. AI models can inherit and even amplify the human biases found in their training data, which can lead to real-world discrimination. Their constant need for data raises really serious questions about privacy and surveillance. And of course, these models can be used to create convincing misinformation and deepfakes that just erode our trust. And on top of all that, you have major concerns about job displacement and even the weaponization of this tech. Let's just focus on one of those for a moment. Some analysts are predicting that up to 40% of jobs could be impacted or even replaced by automation in the very near future. That is a staggering figure, and it has profound implications for our economy and society that we really need to start preparing for. I know this might sound daunting, but the goal isn't to be afraid of this technology. The goal is to be an active, informed participant in how it develops, because the power, as we've learned, is in your prompt. And this is the key takeaway, right here. The future of AI isn't being built in some secret lab somewhere. It's being shaped by millions of us, with every single prompt we write. By becoming skilled prompt engineers, we can unlock the immense benefits of this technology, while also learning to use it thoughtfully and responsibly. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. These systems are constantly learning from our interactions. Every question we ask, every command we give, it's a lesson. So the most important question for all of us is, what should we be teaching it? If you like the video, subscribe, leave a like, comment on what you liked most, and share the video. Thanks for tuning in.